For the first time in history, Halo 3 is now on PC.
Oh, it's so meaty.
Today, I'm going to show you some of the mods I've been working on: flyable capital ships, flyable longswords, scarab guns, pelicans, phantoms, you name it. I've been working on it, and I've got lots more work to do. Without any further ado, let's check out some of the very first mods here for Halo 3 Master Chief Collection Insider Edition. Welcome to Halo 3 on PC modded. I have so much cool stuff to show you today. We're going to be flying a Covenant capital ship, driving a Scarab, flying a longsword, and a bunch of other cool stuff. So let's just jump right into it right now. So first things first, I have added in a Scarab gun into multiplayer. As you can see, I'm here on the sandbox map. I've made it a lot brighter, nice daytime sky. It looks quite beautiful. Here is my multiplayer Scarab gun. It does, in fact, destroy everything. So you may notice that it has different sound effects. Of course, in multiplayer, you cannot mod in sounds currently, so I've had to improvise and add in my own. Here is something a little cool, something I wish that Halo Reach had all the time that I was modding it. This is an attack Pelican. These are only found in Halo 2 and 3, and as you can see, it's got some pretty sick missile pods here on the side. So let's hop on in. Watch the landing gear retract as it goes up because, yes, Halo 3 does have that. I had to improvise the Pelican sounds here as well, but as you can see, I can fire a unbelievably powerful barrage of missiles from these two rocket pods, which is pretty sweet. And yes, it is way stronger than the Scarab gun. So you don't want to get caught dead, or you will be dead actually if you get caught by one of these things. All right, next up. So we've got two variants of the Phantom here. This is the default Phantom. Now I have some more work to do on the Phantom. This mod that I'm working on right now is totally not done, but here is the beautiful Halo 3 Phantom. I actually tried to replicate this back on my Extinction mod, but now I have the real deal and it feels so good to have it. There's some things I want to add to this, like sound effects. I want to add the turret to be fully working. And I've already had somebody in multiplayer actually drive this thing around and get in the side turrets, and it was pretty cool. So there you go, a Phantom. Nothing too crazy, nothing you haven't seen before on this channel, but you know, it's Halo 3 and we're out here right now. And this is the super cool friendly Phantom that is seen on the mission The Covenant in campaign. And I've always wanted to fly one of these things, not because I found it to be any cooler than the default Phantom, but just, you know, it's unique. It's like flying the Space Phantom in Reach. It's a different variation, and, you know, I like it. It looks pretty neat. So let's move on to some even cooler stuff now. So after the Phantom, we actually have the Scarab. So I'm going to get down low to the ground so that I can begin driving this thing, because it is a beast. There we go. So the Scarab itself is, of course, massive. And yes, this is totally destroyable. I can get into the back here and destroy this. Everything appears exactly as it did in campaign, except for the part where if you were to go into the cockpit here, you could drive it. So as you can see, the camera is just like it is on the Extinction mod I made for Halo Reach. But the main difference here is that, of course, this is the real Scarab. I didn't have to do any hacky stuff to make it work. I simply took this from campaign, and it is beautiful. Now, one thing to note is I actually haven't gotten the main gun working because I've been so busy with everything else here. But the gun does work if you set it up right. I just got to get around to it. One of those things that will be touched up before I release this mod whenever Halo 3 officially comes out for everybody on Master Chief Collection on PC. But that won't be for a little while, so I've got some time to play around, and yeah, here we are in the freaking Scarab. I have so many plans for making drivable Scarabs in campaign and all that. Oh, and in case you were curious, yes, I can take this thing down, and yes, it will blow up if I destroy the core in the back. And the same thing applies to the Phantoms as well. It takes a second because the Scarab gun in Halo 3 is not exactly the most powerful weapon ever, but I can destroy these Phantoms given enough time. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. All right, next up on the list is the Longsword. So this one is not even close to done yet, but I just couldn't help myself and I really wanted to show it off. So here we go, flying Halo 3's Longsword. Still lots of work to do on this, as you can see by that missile pod there. But I did a couple of things like adding the wingtip effects so that you can kind of see some cool wind effects and things as you're flying. The missiles do fly out at weird angles right now. So like I said, still a work in progress, but I have always wanted to do this in Halo 3. I did this in Halo Reach many times. If you're a follower of my channel, you already know that. But this, for me, is quite different. And anything in Halo 3 that I can mod to the degree in which I modded Halo Reach just makes me very happy. All right, landing the Longsword here. We've got our Scarab off in the distance. The sky looks beautiful here on Sandbox. Why don't we go switch over to Campaign for a second, where I have a fully flyable Covenant capital ship. Here we are on what is arguably the best Halo 3 mission, the Covenant. Now, as you can hear most likely over the radio chatter, is the genuine Scarab gun sound, now that we're in Campaign. It's quite blinding. And if you notice, everything is a little dark here. I'm trying to clear out the path so that I can move forward, but you know, there seems to be something a little low to the ground here that's casting a very large shadow. Let's go check it out. Now, Halo 3 has only been in flights for one whole day, so I promise this will get better as I continue. But if you go up to this Phantom and pilot it, it will, well, not be a Phantom. Yeah, as you can see, this is not exactly a Phantom. Now, I promised that I was going to make a flyable Covenant capital ship in Reach, but it looks like I did it in Halo 3 first. So, this is my favorite thing right now. As you can see, it is just gorgeous. Halo 3's models and shaders and everything look phenomenal. They are fantastic. And I only wish that I had a bigger area to fly this thing around right now, because there are some big invisible walls that are stopping me currently. But I mean, wow, just take a look at this. The Covenant capital ship, totally flyable. If I can get a good angle and look underneath, ooh, God, you just got to admire how good this looks. Ooh, and try not to mind the fact that I'm clipping into massive invisible walls. Damn you, Bungie! In any case, though, I've got lots more plans for this. I would like to add frigates and some different things such as the cruisers. And I would like to remake that space mod I basically made in Halo Reach and make it here in Halo 3 and release it for everybody. I think that would be really, really fun. But in any case, this has been the capital ship. Totally flyable. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to leave a like. Be sure to subscribe if you want to get more Halo mod content in your feed, as well as some Minecraft content occasionally. But this has been me flying around a whole bunch of cool Halo ships. Hope to see you in the next video.